Well, hello guys. So today we're going to take a look at this GoldStar R-E22M VCR. And well, this is actually my grandmother's VCR. This is not the VCR I bought at Value Village this summer. It is another one of the same model, and it is my grandmother's old VCR. And basically today I went to my grandmother's home, and I basically swapped the VCRs. I've put my GoldStar VCR there with her TV, and I brought back this VCR because it is defective. And well, the last time I had been to my grandmother's home, I had tested her VCR, and the play worked with the picture, and fast forward while play and rewind while play was working, and it was not eating tapes. But when I tried to fast forward or rewind, like it blocked, and it did not turn at all. So I think it is with the belt. What I thought is that it was a belt. And today I went again and to like swap the VCRs, and I also tested this VCR there, and it did not work at all. It ate the tape. It ate the tapes. So we ejected the tape and it was eaten. So we tried with a different tape to see if it was like maybe the problem with the tape, but it also ate it. So well, I put my GoldStar R-E22M there, which is fully working. I've replaced the belt on that one, and I also spliced the two broken tapes. And this VCR is eating tapes. So right now I'm going to insert this cassette with no tape there. We can hear it turning, it's playing. I've not opened it yet, but probably the belt is bad. And my grandmother bought this VCR new in the early 90s. This is a model from 1994, so probably it was my grandmother bought it in 1994 or 95. So electronically, I think this VCR works, but I've tested it just earlier now, and it has button problems. Like, you know that problem, like when you press a button and it does another function. Now it's working, but you know, when the VCRs have that problem, it does not always do it. Right now it seems to be working. It's not always doing the problem. So right now we're going to open this VCR, and we'll see if the belt is bad. It is sure that this belt is bad. That's the issue. Now I have removed the bottom cover of this VCR, and well, there were only two screws to remove remove the bottom cover, and also there were two screws to remove the top cover. I've removed it too, and here is the faulty belt. Yeah, it's very like it's slipping on this wheel. I can see it. It's completely dried out, and it slips a lot. So we're going to replace it. And well, it's a pretty good thing that the VCR that I gave to my grandmother is the same exact model as the old one she had, which is this one. It's a good thing that it was the same exact model, because she already knew how to operate it, and because she uses it to program like to record TV shows with the timer. She uses the VCR to record the TV, like with a timer, so she already knew how to program it, and she already has the user manual and the remote for the VCR. And well, since this VCR ate the tapes, there was most likely some like a mechanism grease on the on the head, and maybe it went on the tape, and there was some grease on the heads. So we're going to clean the heads on this VCR, just to be sure that there is no grease. because basically they might have been the tapes like stuck in the tape guides or in the the tape path because it got eaten, so maybe there was some mechanism grease and it went on the head. But I have spliced the eaten part on my grandmother's tapes. And well, there is one thing that is particular that I want to show you on this VCR. I'm going to turn the power on. Do you see this arm here? This loading arm that places the tape here by the capstan. Like you can see, it is already loaded in the. It is already placed in the loaded position. So this is quite special. And you will see when I will insert the tape, this arm will go back. Now it's not turning because there is no belt. I removed it. You can see this arm. When the tape is in the ejected position, this arm is like in the loaded position there, and it goes back. So this is pretty particular. And what is even more particular is that the VCR that the GoldStar R-E22M VCR, the same exact model that I bought at the thrift store. This one had the arm in the unloaded position when the tape was ejected. And yeah, even if it's the same exact model, there is a slight difference. And also I noticed another difference. You can see that this tower gear is black, and in my other VCR it was gray. So yeah, this is quite particular that even if it's the same model, it has some difference. And well, right now I'm going to try to raise up this circuit board. And what I've talked about it in my other video, my other video of the other GoldStar R-E22M that I had. In 2013, I bought on Kijiji a VCR, the same exact model, another one, and this circuit board, I tried to raise it so I can like see the mechanism, but when you raise it, it unplugs connector, which are I think here and here and here. Here where they are like soldering things, soldering like joints. And well, when you pull off the circuit board, it unplugs these connectors. And on this VCR that I had tried to do this, after I had put back the circuit board, the VCR no longer worked. It turned on, but when I tried to push the tape in, it didn't go in, and none of the motors were turning on. So I think the motor controller chip burned, and probably that. And I don't know why that happened. Maybe something like shorted when I put back the circuit board, but I did it correctly. But now, since I need to clean the heads and all that with like a Q-tip and a paper, I'm going to try to lift it. And well, if something does a short circuit, well, it will be just too bad for this VCR. But I'm going to try to do that right now. So yeah, right now we're going to do that. We're going to like take the risk and remove the circuit board, and hoping that it will not break the VCR like it did with the one in 2013. There's a screw here, one here, here, and two here. I don't know if I will need to remove that one because it seems to be just attaching the back of the VCR to the circuit board. But I'm going to remove them and lift off the circuit board. And here's the stuff for cleaning the VCR heads, like the paper, the Q-tip, and the alcohol. So now I have lifted the circuit board. And you can see here the places where it was connected, and that automatically disconnects when you lift up the circuit board. And well, probably in 2013, like something moved in that or was plugged wrong when I've put back that circuit board. And well, I can see some spots of like a mechanism grease on the head, so I will clean them. I can also disconnect this here, so I can like remove that board and like not having to not needing to have it there. So yeah, right now I'm going to clean this with the Q-tip, like the bottom of the drum, the lower drum. It has some grease on it. So right now I have cleaned the tape path and the drum, and the drum the drum heads were not that dirty. They were not very dirty, but I've cleaned with a Q-tip the lower drum, where where there was some spots of like I think mechanism grease due to the VCR having eaten the tape. Maybe it's that, maybe it was not. I don't know exactly, because it just I think recently started to eat the tapes. And I've cleaned the pinch roller, and the pinch roller had some tape like some tape dirt on it. It was not. It was pretty dirty, the pinch roller. And while I've cleaned all the tape pads, the two tape guides, the capstan, the pinch roller, the head, this head, the drum, and all that. And also the date on this VCR is written at multiple places. Like you see here, it says 93. Here the date too, 1993. And it's also written on this side of the motor. The circuit board is there, so you can see it. And well, I was not able to to unplug this connector here. Maybe probably if you pull on it, it will unplug it. But I pulled a bit on it, and it did not unplug. So I did not like pull harder because I did not want to break it. And then well, this one it disconnected easily. And well, right now we're going to try to operate the VCR, and also we're going to put a new belt. Well, right now I've put back the circuit board there, and I verified that I pushed the connectors all the way there, and I've put back all the screws. And right now I'm going to put back plug the VCR, and it will be the moment of truth. Will it burn or will it work? We'll find out. I'm going to plug it right now. It turns on. Oh, I don't know what it's doing. Well, at least the mechanism works, but I think it detected like something wrong, because like maybe the piece of tape that I've put there moved, so it like detects something wrong. Like, you know, the piece of tape that I put on the two sides, maybe those moved. So on this tape, like you see this piece of tape, it's like not completely blocking light. Maybe some like the infrared light passed through this colored tape. It's possible, but now I've put a better belt. I've put a good belt in the VCR, and it seems to be working just fine now. So the VCR fully rewinded the tape to the beginning. So the VCR is basically repaired. It's basically fixed. And well, it did not do that button problem again, now that I've tested it. So I should try to sell this VCR. So I don't know what happened in 2013 with the VCR, the same model, when I moved the circuit board. Now a good thing, it did not do it. I was able to remove the circuit board, and I put it back, and the VCR is still working fine. And also the picture of this VCR is working. So right now that's pretty much the end of my video, so bye. So here the VCR is playing the tape, and well, the picture works just fine. Yeah, there's that line again that you can see. It's due to the camera. The picture is very good.